Now, as I said, the NFL's got bigger fish to fry right now because they're trying to figure out whether or not there's going to be a football season. And at this point, unfortunately, no one knows. Story that came out yesterday from Andrew Marchand of the New York Post, and this is something I've alluded to already. The idea that if college football is not practical in the fall, there's been talk about maybe a February to May season, whatever the case may be. If they abandon Saturdays, Big Cat, the NFL is considering that thing you love in December, that triple header last year, it was Texans, Bucks, Bills, Patriots, Rams, 49ers. They're considering playing games on Saturdays to take up the space that would be vacated by college football. I think it makes a ton of sense if Saturdays are otherwise not going to have any sports.
It makes sense in principle, Mike, but now look at what you're going to do. So are you saying there's going to be 3 Saturday games all season long? Is that what we're guessing?
If there's not, but here's the thing. That would be the maximum. Right.
Okay.
The full-blown maximum would be, hang on, the full-blown maximum, if the NFL wants to blow this out to its complete extent, Friday night game and 3 windows on Saturday, just like the 3 windows on Sunday. That's the maximum that they could do.
So what that does is, 1, it eliminates the red zone madness that everyone loves. 2, it really makes it so that there are these standalone games that we know when the primetime games and the standalone games are not good, people will stop watching it, like, to a point. Yeah, now, to a point, Mike.
They'll complain about them. They'll watch them, but they'll complain about them.
What? Are you sure, though? Because there are some games that I remember, like Monday night games, Sunday night games, Thursday night games, where the matchup has not been good, and it has shown a little bit in the ratings. And I think when you stretch it all out and you make the team and you kind of dilute where you have all these games of red zone and you have your best games on Sunday night and Monday night, it's going to be a little bit harder to get people to tune in, especially people. I am convinced that in America there are certain people that are college football fans only, NFL fans only. So when you stretch it out and you say you got to watch Saturday and Sunday, will people still be tuning in at the same numbers? I think they'll obviously be tuning in. That's not my point. I don't think it's going to be apples to apples where you can say, oh, these are our Sunday numbers. We'll just put a couple games Saturday. They'll be exactly the same.
But here's the thing. If we get to the point where there's no college football, if we are still in a situation where you can't play that sport and maybe can't play other sports, like, what else are we going to do? Look, they threw together a draft last week with people sitting in their basements doing Zoom appearances, and the ratings were higher than ever because what the hell else do we have? I think that's what it comes down to. Projecting how many people will consume the content on Saturday when there's no college football. All those thousands of people who would be at college football games are home. What are they doing? And there's no other sports on Saturday. Here's NFL games that we can watch. And I complain all the time.
I'm just saying, get ready for it. Get ready for it, because there'll be bad football. There will be bad football, and it will be in bright lights when it is bad, and people will complain. And just get ready for that. Listen, I want more football. I'll take all the football if there's, especially in the world you just described where there's nothing else going on. But just get ready for it, because when you stretch out the games and you start having these standalone games and you lose the red zone, the witching hour, it will feel very different.
If the choices are Jacksonville, Miami, or Cat Cave Derby 135, I'm taking Jacksonville, Miami. Sorry.
Nah, I don't know about that.
Let's take a break. Well, one other thing, though, and I'm going to write about this at ProFootballTalk.com today, shameless plug. There are some business issues that I think would complicate this for the NFL, because you'd be taking games away from Sunday and diluting that product for the networks. And then you're doing this on Saturday because you want to make more money. How are the networks going to come up with more money? They're just not going to double the rights fees for this year at a time when the advertising dollars are drying up. So there's a lot of issues that could make this unattractive for the NFL from a business standpoint, even though Saturday may be wide open waiting for someone to drop football into those windows that otherwise would have the college version of.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.